It was a Friday night, the kind of night when the small-town bar brimmed with laughter, the clinking of glasses, and the faint smell of grilled burgers drifting from the kitchen. Everyone inside Miller's Roadhouse knew each other by name, except the strangers who rolled in on motorcycles, their roaring engines echoing like thunder through the street. But that night, when a group of bikers stormed in, no one expected the moment that would silence every laugh, freeze every heart, and change an entire town forever. Anna Parker wasn't just another waitress at Miller's Roadhouse. She was 26, quiet, hardworking, and carried a sadness in her eyes that no smile could fully hide. Locals admired her for her kindness, always remembering orders, always checking on the elderly, and always slipping a free cookie to the kids who came in. But beneath her polite smile, Anna carried scars, ones she never spoke about. She wore long-sleeved shirts, even on hot summer nights, and never let anyone get too close. The bar was her safe space, a place where she could disappear into routine, until the night the bikers came. 6 of them walked in. Leather jackets, tattoos, heavy boots that thudded against the wooden floor. Their leader, a tall man named Rex, had a reputation around town. He wasn't just feared, he was hated. Known for bar fights, reckless riding, and intimidating anyone who dared cross him. Rex thrived on control. The bar grew tense as the bikers ordered. Regulars lowered their voices. The bartender avoided eye contact. And unlucky Anna was the one who had to serve them. 6 beers. "Make it fast," Rex said, slamming a wad of cash on the counter. His eyes lingered on Anna. Too long. Too sharp, she returned with a tray of cold beers and placed them gently on the table, avoiding his gaze. That's when it happened. Rex grabbed her wrist. The room fell silent. "You hiding something under those sleeves, sweetheart?" he sneered. "Please." "Let go," Anna whispered, panic rushing to her face. With a cruel grin, Rex tugged at her shirt. The fabric tore. Gasps echoed through the bar. Anna stumbled back, her eyes wide with humiliation, clutching at the torn cloth. And then, silence. The whole bar froze, not because of the act itself, but because of what they saw beneath her shirt. Across her back and arms were scars deep. Jagged, faded, but unmistakably real. They weren't just injuries. They were marks of survival. The crowd stared, horrified, as Anna stood trembling. Rex's smirk faded, replaced with confusion. No one moved. Then a voice broke the silence. Those are burn scars," whispered an elderly woman from the corner. Anna's hands shook as she pulled her shirt together, her face pale. Tears welled in her eyes, but she didn't run. For the first time, she looked up at everyone staring and spoke. "Yes," she said, her voice breaking. "I survived the fire. The one that killed my family." Gasps rippled through the bar. Years ago, when Anna was just 16, a fire had engulfed her family home. Neighbors tried to help, but by the time firefighters arrived, it was too late. Anna lost both her parents and her younger brother. She barely escaped alive, her body permanently scarred. Since then, she had lived in foster care, bouncing from house to house, eventually ending up alone. Working at the Roadhouse just to survive. She never told anyone the full story. The scars were too painful, both inside and out. And now against her will her secret was laid bare for all to see. The bar was silent. Rex, who had wanted to humiliate Anna, now looked uneasy. For the first time, people saw not just a waitress, but a survivor standing before them. Then something unexpected happened. A man from the corner table stood up. His name was Daniel, a quiet mechanic who often ate dinner at the bar after long shifts. He walked slowly toward Anna, removing his jacket. Without a word, he draped it over her shoulders. "You don't have to be ashamed," he said softly. "Scars mean you fought, tanned, survived. The bar erupted into murmurs. Some nodded, some wiped their eyes. Rex tried to laugh it off. "Come on, it was a joke. No harm done." Daniel turned, his eyes sharp. "A joke? You tore open her past just to feel powerful. That's not a joke. That's cruelty." The crowd stirred, voices rising against Rex. For the first time, the bully wasn't in control. Then the door opened, and in walked Sheriff Cole, coming in for his evening coffee. He paused, listening. "Is there a problem here?" "Yes," Daniel said firmly. "And it's leaving now." The sheriff didn't need further explanation. He ordered Rex and his crew to leave. And for the first time in a long time, Rex didn't argue. He glanced at the crowd, at the glares. At the unity, I knew he had lost his audience. Without another word, he stormed out. After the bikers left, Anna sat at the corner table, tears rolling down her face. She expected whispers, pity, maybe even people avoiding her. But instead, one by one, the locals came to her. The elderly woman hugged her. The bartender placed a free meal in front of her. A young mother told her, "You're stronger than anyone I know." And Daniel stayed by her side the whole time. In the weeks that followed, Anna noticed a change. The town no longer saw her as the quiet waitress who kept to herself. They saw her as a survivor, a fighter, someone who had endured the unimaginable and still stood tall. Daniel and Anna grew closer. He never treated her like she was broken. He admired her strength, and slowly, Anna began to trust him. For the first time in years, she allowed herself to laugh, to dream, to hope. Months later, Miller's Roadhouse hosted a community fundraiser for fire victims in a nearby town. Anna stood at the front, speaking to the crowd. Her voice was steady, her scars visible, but this time she wasn't hiding them. "These scars," she said, "used to remind me of everything I lost. But now they remind me of everything I survived. If you're carrying pain, know this, you're not alone. And sometimes, when you least expect it, kindness will find you." The bar erupted in applause. Tears glistened in the eyes of many. And for the first time, Anna didn't just feel like a survivor. She felt like she belonged. So, when a biker ripped a waitress's shirt, he thought he was exposing weakness. But instead, he revealed a strength so powerful, it froze an entire bar and changed a town forever. Because sometimes, the scars we hide become the stories that inspire. Johnny the Ab, pure voice, narration style, main high. Bina headings, or chapter breaks, K. Bilkle, flowy. High's koi emotional narrator, Kahani Suna Rahaho.